First off, I'd like to thank you for having me and thank the judges for their time. I'm Kurt Wadsworth, founder and CEO of Dorothy AI, and today we're going to talk about something that I think we all can agree on, and that is that knowledge is power. But not only knowledge, but the access to the knowledge and the information is what really drives innovation and ultimately can improve the economies of countries worldwide. If we look at the amount of change that's gone on in the last year, we'll see that places that once never had internet 10 years ago now are sharing status updates on Facebook on a daily basis. At the same time, some of these smaller countries and struggling communities are becoming bigger players on the global economic scale, adding to the world trade. But what we're also seeing is that, whoa, that was not supposed to go there. Sorry about that. What we're also seeing is that innovation is power. If we look at the number of patent filings over the course of that same time period, what we see is a dramatic increase. And this increase is not only coming from the patent powerhouses in North America, Europe, and Asia, but also some of the smaller economies in Africa and South America. And in order to continue to drive this innovation and these improvements in the economic conditions in these places, we need access to information. And that's exactly what Dorothy AI was built to do. We are a patent search platform that was developed with people at Carnegie Mellon University. We use natural language processing, but we also use some other AI tricks in order to help users find the information they need quickly. Simply take a description of the invention that you were searching for, put it into our query box, and hit search, and the most relevant search results will be returned to you. But not only that, we allow you to filter using these same AI-driven algorithms that you can manipulate yourself to find the things that you really need. With this information, you can build a patent strategy, identify where in the field that you need to position your product in order to take full advantage of the patent system. But innovation is more than just access to information. It's also access to collaboration. So we've built in collaboration functions into the platform, which makes it easy for the person performing the search to share the results and any notes that they have about the results with their clients and customers. So you can take the inventors in Ghana who are working with Ukrainian scientists to develop a product, easily connect with European and North American patent lawyers to patent your product and license it to companies in, for example, South America. So being able to take all of this information, give it to the innovators, and allow them to continue moving that forward will help the patent process and ultimately build stronger economies. So Dorothy AI, we're built on the premise of better search and easier collaboration will improve innovation and help innovators become, well, strong economies, I guess. So that's what I have. Again, my name is Curtis Wadsworth. I'm the founder and CEO of Dorothy AI. Feel free to contact me if you have any information or if you would like any more information.
Thanks, Kurt. That was good. And looking forward to any questions. Maybe while waiting for the questions, I'd like to remind all the startups that there are some questions in the Q&A. So please make sure that you answer them. And also to remind the judges that just to make sure that you submit the scores of the previous startups. So any questions to Kurt, to Dorothy AI? Yeah, I see Tanya is here. Please go ahead.
Hi, Kurt. Thank you very much for that presentation. Could you explain a little bit more about how you link in with other existing databases like the WIPO one or the European Union's own patent database, and also the technology that you're using for that natural language processing to work across different languages, or is it just English that you use? Thank you.
So right now we are searching all of the world's databases. We get our patent information from an aggregator. So we're getting anything that's been filed and published in basically every country around the world. Right now we're searching using machine translations. But one of our goals moving forward is to develop a way to search in the natural language of the user. So we think that because we have so many documents that are identical to each other and in so many different languages, like a patent application that's filed worldwide, that we can use that information in order to be able to search in the natural language. Does that make sense? So that's more of a long range goal, but we think we can definitely do that given the data that we have.
Thank you.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Yes, please, Carlo, please.
Perfect. I'll jump right in. I just wanted to. I presume that this is geared up at supporting the sustainable development goals around innovation and industrialization, that sort of thing. How does it help to? Can you add some color as to how it helps to concretely set a more of a level playing field across the world? So let's say that one of my innovator colleagues in Kenya wants to come up with, has a new idea. Concretely, how can this actually help him or her to take stock of the situation? How easily is it for them to get a hold of the product, et cetera, et cetera?
Hopefully it will become easier and easier as we continue to scale to find access to the product. Our primary objective is to sell to patent lawyers, whether they're in-house at a tech transfer office or in a law firm. So in most cases, people will get access to this by talking to a patent lawyer somewhere. The more concrete goal of how this will help them commercialize their products is when you perform those searches. And it's pretty well established in the patent community that if you perform a good search, you have a much better chance of getting a strong patent out of it. So being able to early on identify what the novel feature is of that of the invention, your Kenyan invention, being able to put words around that and file that in a patent office somewhere, whether it's in the Kenyan patent office, in the PCT and WIPO, however. But being able to identify what the novel feature is and put some terminology around that and getting that into the office. So now you have planted your flag in that area of intellectual property where you can license that technology and start generating revenue with it.
Thank you.
Yeah, Joseph, please go ahead.
Kurt, thanks so much for the presentation.
Thank you.
Part of my company, we spend a lot of time doing IP valuations. Any given month, we're doing multiple valuations. And in fact, we use valuations to help companies raise money in a very non-dilutive financing way. So it's kind of interesting. So you should feel free to reach out to me regarding your solution. A couple of questions for you. One's around the price point. So how are you pricing this? But maybe before you hit that one, where are you with the actual development of this solution or product? Is it actually product ready to go production-wise and ready to get to the marketplace? Or are you still working? Okay, and then where are you with the actual price point? How do you actually deliver that to your customer base?
Well, let me start with where we are. We launched our MVP last year in September to around 45 beta testers, all patent lawyers or patent agents. We took the information we got off of that and spent the last 6 months, building out the platform so that we have access to the entire world's intellectual property, and 2, taking those comments and building it into the platform that we have now. We just pushed the update that added the sharing functions and the advanced filtering at the end of October. So right now we're in a big kind of sales push. Our price point is $200 a subscription. So anybody with $200 a month can do it. or can join the platform. Does that answer your question?
It did, and so it's $200 per month. And how do they get access to? Is this a cloud solution? Is this a subscription model?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it. Okay.
Yep.
Great. Thanks.
It's SaaS.